Hello viewers, welcome to Destined to Win tutorials and projects. Today we're going to be looking at sword. Now what are swords? Sword are the square root of non-perfect squares. For example, you have square of 2, square of 3, and square of 5. So swords are square root of non-perfect square, and these are some examples that we have. There are several other examples, and also sword has its own basic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So we're just going to take a rundown on the several operations on swords. So let's say for the addition, addition in swords, if we see something like this, simplify root 2 plus root 5 is still the same thing as root 2 plus root 5 equal to root 2 plus root 5. It can never be this. It can never be this. Jesus Christ. Also, similarly for subtraction, we can never have root 2, let's say root 5 minus root 2 being equal to 5 minus 2. It can never result to this. So whenever you're given this, root 5 minus root 2 is still equal to root 5 minus root 2. Also on multiplication of swords, if you're given this, for example, let's take a, root a multiplied by root b, in the multiplication of swords operation, it would result to this, a times b, where we have, for example, simplify root 2 multiplied by root 6. From here, we have root 2 multiplied by root 6 will be equal to root 12. This can be simply further broken down into 4 multiplied by 3, where we'd have root 4 multiplied by root 3. And what is the root of 4? Is 2 multiplied by root 3. And our final answer would be 2 root 3. Let's move forward to division in swords. Now, in division in sword, let's say we have this division of m over n. It will be equal to root m over root n, and this is true for all swords. And let's say we have this, simplify root 35 over root 5. This would give us root 35 over 5. And what's the division of 35 over 5? It's going to give us 7 root, square root of 7. So this is an example. The next operation we have on swords is rationalization of sword. Now, this is a method of removing square roots in the denominator of a fraction, where we have, for example, a over square root a over square root b. To remove this square root, what do? We have to multiply the fraction by the denominator. So we have this root a over root square root b multiplied by square root b over square root b. Now this is rationalization of sword, where we multiply this fraction by the denominator. Multiply the numerator and denominator by this. That's the root or the conjugate root to be eliminated. This is the root we want to be eliminated, so we multiply the numerator and denominator of this fraction by root b. So whereby this gives us root ab over b, because a square root multiplying a square root will give us the value, the whole number. Also, we see that we have what we call rationalization of sword by conjugation, where this we have a root a over square root b plus 1. What happens? The conjugation is an expression with the opposite sign of a given one. Now this is a conjugate, so this is the root. So to get the conjugate of this root that we want to cancel out, it would be root a over root b plus 1 multiplied by a different sign. So we have root b minus 1 over root b minus 1, where root b minus 1 is the conjugate of root b plus 1. We can also try to take some particular expressions to help us with solving when we meet conjugate rationalization of sorts by conjugation. There are some particular expressions that we just need to easily know to be fast in maths, especially in JAM. Now these are the key things to note. When we have root b plus a, or into bracket multiplying root b minus a, the expression is going to give us b minus a square. Also, when we have x plus root y multiplying x minus root y, this is going to give us x square minus y. In our following examples that we're going to solve on the JAM past questions and WAEC past questions, we are going to see this, how we make use of this. Also, when we have root x plus root y multiplying the same root x minus root y, we have x minus y. This we have to take note of in solving rationalizations. We have to take note of these particular operations to make us fast in solving rationalization of sort by conjugation. Thank you. See you in the next video where we solve different past questions on WAEC and JAM involving swords. Thank you.